Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of... no, this is your June bonus reading. I'm just kidding. We're going to jump right in here. You have this motivator. It says, motivate yourself to better your finances. They need rescuing. You have this investment card. It says, whatever you invest in today will flourish in the future. So love it. I think it's a great time for Virgo to invest in themselves. So I would invest in you, Virgo, and make sure to put extra good energy into yourself, like the things that you're growing and working on, the things that you're creating, and also like things like your health or your happiness, your joy, all that other stuff. So, it is a great time for Virgo. I think Virgo has finally been able to, kind of get past something that has to do with like their self-worth. And, this showed up in your astrology for the past few years. So you might have even noticed how maybe if you look back on your like relationships over the past 4 years, maybe a lot of them in kind of like in a certain way have something to do with your self-worth, or maybe they, maybe they kind of remind you of something that has to do with your self-worth. And you have the Strength card right here. The Strength card is a card of working on yourself. She is getting this lion to submit to her. This lion has its tail between its legs here, and it kind of just represents that she's getting her inner voice, her inner critic, her inner demons to submit to her so they don't control her. This is something that she has to do every single day. So she is kind of working on herself day in, day out, and she's making sure that she is making herself the strongest version of herself. With the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles is your crossing energy, and the crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you here. And I don't really feel either. I think this is more saying, like, where do you put your energy, right? It's pretty simple. It's almost like saying, which wolf do you feed, right? He's giving to one person and not the other. So I would make sure that you are giving to the things in your life that give you strength, that make you feel better. Maybe you look at past relationships and you're like, wow, those relationships controlled me, or they prevented me from working, or they prevented me from working on myself. So you could be kind of pulling energy back to yourself here and really kind of putting energy into the things that cause strength, that cause growth, and also probably determination as well. The Strength card with the Chariot, which you have both here, would really, the two together I look at as, not only just willpower, but determination, like something a little bit extra. It's not just willpower. It's like, sure, you have the willpower, but the Chariot is coming up in the area of your thoughts. And the Chariot is a card of willpower and taking control of something, really making something happen. But I kind of feel there's this, next level determination going on in your life where you are determined to accomplish great things, or you are determined to accomplish something bigger and better in your life. And I feel like that's what's happening here with the Chariot, is you're accomplishing something bigger and better in your life. You're accomplishing more of the things that you want to accomplish, or you're setting out to do more of the things that will bring, fulfillment and happiness into your life. The Chariot is also about setting yourself apart. So, he's leaving that city behind him behind. And I feel for a lot of you that you could be in the process of leaving something behind. We've talked about this in past readings that, I think for Virgo, the cheat is the Cliff Notes version, right? Is that if you kind of are, I think that what you are working on is your identity. So if you're doing something, but you're like work, or you have a job or a career or business, and you don't really match with what you are talking about, but it doesn't have to literally be talking about it. It could be the work that you're doing. When we do work, we're like expressing ourselves, right? And so if it does not match your new identity or the identity that you want to put forth, I think that's where you are going to be making the biggest changes with the Chariot. You have the Queen of Cups. And by the way, if you're thinking about moving, it just popped into my head. I think it would be a good time for you to move as well. You have the Queen of Cups in the area of your foundation. She is very focused on that big cup there, but I always say that cup looks like a trophy. It doesn't really look like a cup, and it represents the fact that she is valuing her heart. She's valuing what her heart wants her to do, and so I think that you have developed a better foundation. Maybe you're starting to like love yourself as well, or maybe you're starting to value the things that you want to create, do, and have in your life instead of valuing someone else, right? And I think that could be happening. Like I said, it seems to me like this is a more centered reading. You are, again, pulling the energy back to your center, and I think this is going to allow you to accomplish a lot. We end with the Magician, and the Magician is about kind of manifesting your reality. But the whole entire reading, sure, there could be love here, but I really feel the whole entire reading is about you. I think it's more about you, kind of creating a reality for yourself. If that includes love, fine. But I also feel that you're no longer going to let love dictate your life, but also other things as well. Like, again, if there's an identity attached to a job that you have or something that you do, it's like you're going to be maybe wanting to be more independent, right? You have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is coming up in the past position. And, the past position is the energy that you are moving past. So I feel like you are moving past holding on to things. You also have three queens here. Three queens in a reading can represent like gossip or people talking about you. I don't know. I'm getting something about it here, Virgo, so I'm going to say it. I think that some of you could be like letting go of getting out of a situation that's gossipy or something like that, right? Or you could be moving past something, where there is gossip or there are issues or something along those lines. So that's what I would say here with the Four of Pentacles. You have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is coming up in the area of your very near future, so like right now. And the High Priestess is about trusting your intuition. So I think it would be an amazing time. It's a very intuitive time for you here, Virgo, and it would be an amazing time to listen to your inner voice or to trust your intuition. The High Priestess also represents unlimited potential. She has no roof over her head. So I feel whatever you want to set out to accomplish, now is the time, because there's like unlimited potential. She can also represent being in a neutral perspective. So I feel for a lot of you that this is saying like things in life are never going to be like all good or all bad. So she kind of takes the middle road here, and she just says that she's going to start working on something, but she's going to just take like a neutral approach to it. She's not going to get too excited if things are all good or all bad, or if things go one way or the other. She kind of is more neutral. And so I feel that there's something about that for you where, again, this could include in a relationship. It's like maybe in the past you get too excited about a person and then get disappointed. I think this is saying it's not that you're not getting excited. You're just kind of being more in the middle. You're just saying, you know what, I'm going to see how things go. I'm going to let the mystery play out, and I'm going to see what happens. In the area of the next few months, you have the Queen of Wands. I really feel you need to go for something with that Four of Pentacles as well. The Queen of Wands is about being like very driven. She's my card of learning as you go as well. But she has to be bold and assertive. Like whenever she shows up in a reading, she's encouraging you to embrace your more bold, assertive energy to really make something happen, whether it's a job, a business, career, or something that you're trying to be successful with. She really, really makes things happen. She really takes action on stuff. So I feel it's time for you to like really take action towards your goals, wishes, and dreams, or things that you want to accomplish. I also feel that some of you, there's something about limitation here. I'm like hesitating a little bit because I feel some sort of limitation with that Four of Pentacles, but it's not a real limitation. I think that what it is that, maybe some of you know you deserve more money. And so you could be leaving something over here and like really charging towards a new identity, like I said. And this new identity could be something where you get paid more money, or you're more successful, or there's more abundance in whatever it is that you're going to be working on. In the area of your closest relationships, you have the Queen of Pentacles. It's like you're no longer trying to fill in the gaps in relationships, It's like sometimes, she's resourceful. She focuses on her resources. But I'm wondering if maybe over the past few years that you would come into a relationship and you would try to strengthen any of the weaknesses. But I feel like now you are only focusing on your strengths. And I think that will help you attract a person who kind of compliments you nicely. So if you want love, I feel you are trying to find a complement, someone who can fill in the gaps, not so much like you having to do all the work, or you trying to make something work that isn't going to work, right? And so, yeah, weird message. But I feel like you're being more resourceful in relationships. And obviously, this is going to be a good thing. Next, in the area of your future feelings, you have the Page of Wands. Yeah, whenever we have new experiences, I think it makes us more adventurous. I think we are in a time where it's like if we all go out and have new experiences and do new things, that we will discover, like answers, or we will discover solutions to problems or things that we're dealing with that lead to more success. And so like variety is the spice of life, right? So if you've been doing the same thing over and over and over again for years, then you're not experiencing very much variety. And I feel like this card is encouraging variety. It's encouraging you to experience more variety in your life or experience something new. The Page of Wands is all about adventure. So I feel like you could be kind of like going on an adventure here. You have the Magician. The Magician is about manifesting your reality. Again, I think you're manifesting a new identity with the Magician. He is a card of reinvention. He has a snake wrapped around his waist right here, and the snake represents the Ouroboros. The Ouroboros represents reinvention. So I kind of feel like you are reinventing yourself in some way, or you're kind of reinventing your identity, and this is going to help you manifest everything you want. So I almost feel, again, your very first card said, what you invest in today, what does it say? What you invest in today will flourish in the future. You cannot make this up. I literally pulled this card right here, the top card, because of the Magician. That's the only reason I pulled it. Do I need to say anything? Are you kidding? You know what's super weird, Virgo, is that I live on a lake, right? And I used to live years ago. I used to live on the other side of the lake. During COVID, I moved back home. And so I used to live on the other side of the lake. So I was literally diagonal from where I'm sitting right now, right? And I remember when I was leaving, I was doing a reading for you, and you got this card, and I was like, oh my God, another butterfly in the Virgo's reading. So damn, and by the way, I'm moving. If you haven't noticed, there aren't any plants behind me because I'm out of here. Today's literally my last day. I'm flying to Austin right now. I'm going to be flying back here, and I'm leaving when I get back. So, I think for a lot of you, yeah, interesting. What an interesting end. This will be the last reading I do for you in this house. So damn, I am blown away by that. That is crazy. There you go. Can't make that stuff up. With the Strength card and the Six of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is about your independence. The Nine of Pentacles is about your financial independence as well. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, it just seems to me like you are pulling your energy back into your core, into yourself, and that's going to lead to, a lot of improvements. With the Chariot, you have the Ten of Swords. I think that you are leaving something behind. I don't think this is a bad thing. I think this is a good thing. Personally, I do think the Ten of Swords is a good card. He's making the symbol right here. It's the same symbol that the Hierophant is making on his card, and it represents reinvention. So, I think, or it represents blessings, receiving blessings. Ten of Swords like a blessing in disguise. So there's clearly a change that you're making. Butterfly, you cannot make that up. That is crazy. But what I would say there is, again, there's some sort of change. With the Queen of Cups, you have the World. The World is an accomplishment. The World is also kind of like something coming full circle. I really feel the reading is saying you've come full circle. You're in your power. You are kind of like really living that Virgo essence. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is about resourcefulness. We have her twice here. It's funny that I was talking about relationships with the Four of Pentacles. And then in the area of your closest relationships, you have that Queen of Pentacles. So it looks like to me that you are, changing, or you are improving your relationship, the way you bring resources to relationships. And I really feel that's what this is talking about. This is also really good for your finances. So if you are trying to grow your finances or trying to improve them in any way, I really feel you could just be growing your finances. With the High Priestess, you have the Knight of Cups. You could be attracting a Pisces here. It doesn't have to be, but Knight of Cups would be a knight in shining armor. So if you want love, you could be meeting a person. I would say, again, this person, what you need to focus on is this person being a complement to your life. And again, I think that, again, if you let's say you meet several people over the next few months, because, again, yes, this is a June reading, but to me, there is no time. So, I think that things happen when they're supposed to happen. And I do feel you could be meeting this person this summer, but I feel like this is saying, like, what you will notice is that I think it's more of a compliment. You complement each other more nicely. There's a better flow in the connection, or you both, kind of match up with each other better, or, what you lack, they have, and what you have, they lack, and vice versa. So, I think this has a much better flow. Also, by the way, if you don't want love, or even if you do, the Knight of Cups can say that you have a dream. The High Priestess, again, is unlimited potential, so I would work on a dream. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Ace of Cups. Yep, I think this person finds you attractive right here. Ace of Cups would be a love offer. It would be something that has really good flow as well. The Ace of Cups is like, it has never-ending flow. It's like the cup is overflowing. All it has to do is reach down into that cup, into the water below it, and it will overflow. So I feel for a lot of you that, this could just be a relationship or a connection that has a very strong flow. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is kind of like the spark of life, and I feel like there could be a spark coming in for you and a new connection. There's also a lot of desire with the Ace of Wands, so if you are meeting a new person, the two of you probably desire each other very deeply with this connection. I also feel for some of you that this could say you are starting something new. Ace of Wands is out with the old and with the new, and it looks to me like there's a beautiful transformation happening for you. With the Page of Wands, you have the Six of Swords. This is like the transformation of a lifetime. It's like, maybe, how weird is it that, like, 4 years ago, I think it was like 4 years ago is when I did that reading over there. I did this reading and we were talking about transformation. We've been talking about transformation for you ever since. And it's like, what a way to close the chapter. Hopefully when I move, there's no more butterfly cards because hopefully you're done with this transformation. But, I feel like there's a big transformation going on here. With the Magician, you have a butterfly. You have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords has a butterfly right here. And the interesting thing is you have all 4 queens now, which would be Empress status. So you could be becoming, maybe you're transforming into your Empress time of being an Empress, like having that glow up, right? It's like you are, stepping into your true energy. And again, you don't have to be a woman to be an Empress. Empress is just being able to manifest abundance and, create good things in your life. So I feel for a lot of you, this is you just creating success. You have this Bow card that says you are highly thought of. Yeah, I think this is what you should focus on as well, is like serving people, but serving the people who think highly of you just in like work or business. You have this Money Path card. Yes, money looks good. It says a path with money is waiting for you to find it. I think this is going to be a transformation in work. Whatever you do for work is going to lead to more money. So there you go. You have this November card and the Success card. Could be a lot of success coming in for you in the month of November. So love to see it. You have this Grasshopper. It says situation in the balance that requires careful handling. I feel like for a lot of you, this is talking about your own ego or whatever with the Strength card, like, making sure that you're serving yourself first. And that's what I would do here. You have the September card and this Vine. It says seek out information that will help you. A great time to learn. I would say the whole entire year until September. I would keep learning after that. But, anything new you want to learn to create more success would be a good idea. This looks really interesting here, Virgo. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.